The American TikToker who tried to charge Pakistan $20,000 a month to fix their country, who was then deported back to America, but then fled the airport during her layover in Dubai, and then went missing. Somehow, she's now back in New York as a New York fashion girl. Honestly, I kind of have to admire her side quest game because it's very strong. So, I guess after vanishing in Dubai and leaving the internet guessing whether she was jailed, deported, or gone for good, Atozy Robinson, she just popped back up. And the way that she's reinventing herself is somehow crazier than the Pakistan saga. I actually found out about this when I saw a YouTube video titled, Muslims Try Each Other's New York City-Style Halal Plates featuring Atozy Robinson. So that gave me whiplash, so I had to see what this was about, and suddenly I realized, oh, she's back.
Respect to halal, respect to the law, respect to halal. Hey, what's up? It's the Queen of Pakistan. My name is Atozy Ahmed, which is Atozy Robinson, and I'm here to try halal food. The meat and the rice is very important. Seasoned rice, all white rice, that's all they eat. There's no extra mashed potatoes, what we would do on the side.
Because if you've been following this channel, you know we've already covered this woman in 2 separate videos. The Queen of Pakistan saga, and then the sequel was, is she locked up in Dubai? Because for months, nobody knew where she went. But Atozy Robinson, a 33-year-old American who, for reasons still unclear to the universe, catfished a 19-year-old Pakistani guy using a face filter. She pretended to be a blonde white woman, married him online, and then actually flew to Karachi in late 2024 to make it happen. But when she showed up in person, there was a disagreement that led to her deciding that this was her new home. She was just gonna stay here now. So she camped this guy's country like it was a field trip, declared herself his wife, and essentially just dug in. She did not want to leave. And from there, it just went so much crazier because then she decided that she was just gonna like start holding press conferences, not to apologize, not to explain anything, but to demand money. And not pocket change either. At first, she was asking for a few $1,000s a week, a humble ask of a few $1,000s a week. But then pretty soon she was asking for $20,000 a month from the Pakistani government to quote unquote rebuild Pakistan. She gave no further information to how she was going to rebuild it or her credentials or anything. She just wanted 20 grand a month to rebuild Pakistan.
I'm not talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me?
Yeah.
I'm getting my Pakistani passport and Pakistani ID. I'm getting it. Do y'all agree?
So obviously that's quite the wild ask in a country where the average government worker makes less than that a year, if even. And honestly, as you would expect, she got attention. Local media showed up because, of course, a delusional American demanding government money, that's a phenomenal story. Hence why we're here today. And she even managed to gather a crowd of bodyguards who look like legit police officers. Maybe they were actually just worried for her and then they thought that she was some sort of liability, so they had to keep like a police detail around her. Who knows? Either way, I'm pretty sure this was a first for everyone involved here. And the internet dubbed her the Queen of Pakistan. She embraced it, started promoting her Cash App, and even launched a meme coin in her husband's name.
Now I might close it down, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna fix it up and put a new owner in place.
So where are you going right now?
Right now, I'm going to mind my business. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Clear the way.
Okay.
This is a nice hotel. She's the owner right here. Thank you.
I'm not the owner. Sorry, ma'am.
Go get the owner, please.
The owner is not here, ma'am.
The owner. This is the owner. Say hello, everybody. This is the owner. Say hello. She's very shy. Don't worry about it. She's very shy.
Okay, so obviously this lady is super insensitive and disrespected their country on a pretty big scale. But looking back at this now, this was such a golden internet moment. You don't have a lot of internet moments like these because this is just straight up confusion. I'm just saying, I couldn't stop laughing the day I found out this was actually a real story. Because I mean, she's the leader of the catfishers. Like, it doesn't get more intense than declaring that you have a teenage husband and you're trying to take over his country. But eventually, humanitarian groups stepped in and bought her a flight home to New York. But here's where the story went off the rails again, because her layover was in Dubai. And she didn't just come back. She stayed in Dubai, sparking a whole new round of theories. Was she arrested? Deported? Is she hiding? Because back then, we had no clue where this lady went. Some said she was arrested in Dubai after threatening to burn someone with a cigarette.
If you don't do something, I'm gonna burn your face. And let's see if you touch me out here in the streets. I'm dead ass. I'm not playing. I swear to God. Make a decision.
Others swore she was in jail facing 5 years. Some thought that she secretly made it back to New York and just wanted to lay low, and one guy even went on TV claiming to be her son, which got debunked. Nobody knew anything for sure, just that she apparently wanted to come home.
My name is Onaija Robinson. I would like for you guys to book my ticket back to New York. Money is short right now, and I would appreciate it. Thank you.
So that's where I left it. The last time I covered this, it was basically an internet cold case. But as we now know, she popped up back in April, and the updates have not gotten any better. First up, she resurfaced in New York with an interview where she calls herself the Pakistan princess. And here she said that she was not arrested in Dubai, and she was just stuck there for a month. And she wouldn't explain the situation, but insisted that she never went to jail. I do know that someone had to pay for a flight from Pakistan back to New York, and then when she decided to abandon the journey at her layover in Dubai, one could only assume that she was out of money and was stuck there until someone bought her flight home. Either way, it's confirmed that she was stuck in Dubai, but did manage to make it back to New York after about a month there.
Actually, on a romantic date, you know, we had we met through the internet, basically.
Right. But is he in Pakistan?
Yes, he is.
No. So have you, like, okay, so when do you plan on going back?
You know, we're gonna discuss that, but right now we all staying in New York soon. So shout out to everybody. Respect for the law, 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 respect to the law.
Okay, so she's still saying that she's married, no name, no timeline, I'm just married. So that's interesting because her teenage husband, Nidal Ahmed, gave an interview saying that they're still together, in love, and working on projects. But he mentioned that they're not married. So that's confusing. I don't know what's going on there, but obviously they need to get their story straight. So either she's married to him or married to someone else, or maybe she's been married for years. I don't know. And it's not like these two people are just miscommunicating, because very recently Onaija posted on her threads that she's been married for 2 to 3 years. Just let everyone know my marriages have nothing to do in New York. My husband is not from New York. Han, loving wife, blessed wife, married for almost 2 years, going on 3, but God has planned, no one can ever destroy. Okay, whatever that means. But I guess to break things down, Onaija went to Pakistan at the end of 2024 to meet her husband, who she married online. The guy was 19, and we all saw what happened when she got to Pakistan. So now she's in New York, and the 19-year-old is saying they're not married, but Onaija is claiming that she's been married for roughly 3 years. The math isn't mathing here. But she has been trying to find a way to use her internet fame since she's got back. At one point, she was working with a stylist, cut her hair to a bob, and then showed up on Instagram in a bubblegum pink fur suit, giant sunglasses, and a massive Luar bag. So apparently, she managed to get some sort of brand deal with Luar. And I mean, good for her. So in a few months, she went from demanding $20,000 a month to being hyped up in New York as a fashion it girl. Comments on her post were literally calling her a genius. So I mean, that is interesting. And you know what else is interesting? She also demanded 50 million pounds from Donald Trump, because why not? Also, why is she demanding British pounds from an American president? With the reason for this demand is stop playing with me, Trump. Okay? Man, it's a fascinating story. And we're not done yet, because around the same time, she also admitted that she briefly launched an OF, which is extremely confusing considering that she's been rocking a hijab almost every instance I've seen her, and she claims that she made $25,000 in less than 2 days, but then shut it down because, in her words, she didn't know that it wasn't allowed in Islam. I can't tell if she's trolling or just very dense, because if you ask anyone on the street, hey, do you think OF is okay within Islam? They would probably say, no. Her explanation was, it was just bikini pics, nothing crazy, and that she's still learning about her faith, reading the Quran on her own. Again, this is coming from the lady who spent most of her time on social media wearing head covers. I don't know. Interesting.
Respect to the law, respect to halal, respect to Luar. Period.
Okay then. Yeah, so she tried doing these street interviews, food tasting videos, fashion deals, and even a brief OF stunt. So where does that leave us now? As of right now, her Instagram is active. She's posting semi-regularly about how hard it is to be famous and teasing her future plans. So she's not in Pakistan anymore, not in Dubai, not in jail. She's in New York, dressed up, posting fascinating things, to put it lightly. And I guess overall just doubling down on the main character role in her own saga. And it doesn't seem like she's gonna slow down posting weird stuff anytime soon, since this is the stuff that she's posting on her story daily. So yeah, I guess we'll just see what happens next. But until then, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.